Welcome, everyone. Today is Thursday, August 25th, 2022. We are live at 6:12 p.m. Eastern from beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. My name is Artie. We are Bomber Breaks. I've got for you right now Leaf Lumber Baseball Random Team number 1. Thank you so much for joining in. I think JC Chris didn't see your chat there, man, but I will go with a strong yes on that one. Thank you all for joining in. Let's go ahead and get into it. We've got 27 spots from the Atlanta Braves down to the Washington Nationals. Base number is 3. I rolled a big old 6. We're going 9 clicks. And after 9, I've got the Brewers-Rays combo down to the Chicago Cubs. Brewers-Rays down to the Cubs. Good. And my participants, I've got Martin times a few down to Brady, who closes us out. Thank you all again, and good luck here on the draw. 3 plus a 5. We're going 8 times. And after 8 clicks of the randomizer, I've got Brady down to Wyatt. All right, and there you have your draw. Let me sort you all by participant. Boom. Let me print that. All right, we're good, right? Wyatt down, Andy to Wyatt. Yep, good, good. All right, this is Leaf Lumber Random Team number 1 on the 25th of August. Boom. All right, that is that. Let's take a look and see what we can find. I think what the bat barrel is kind of the main chase, but always some fun stuff in here. I can tell these were going to be tight. This box needs like an extra little bit of space. All right, amazing start to the day. Amazing start. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Oh my goodness. Okay. See how these are. Yeah, good old Leaf slider boxes. All right. Let's start with the slider boxes out, and then we'll go from there. Are these sealed as well? What the heck? Okay. Yeah, we'll just treat the slider boxes like a pack. We'll just stack them in sliders. There's no seals. They just unclick, basically. So it's good enough for me. Got a lot of good breaks open for tonight. I got a one-box random team of Diamond Icons if you're looking for some high-end baseball opportunities. Also have those select football PYTs still active. Don't be afraid to use the code new release 10, save 10%. And just in case you didn't see, the clearly authentic PYTs are going to be tomorrow, Friday. Chris is going to go live about 1 o'clock. He's going to do Tier 1 baseball from eBay at 1 o'clock. That's obviously like a 10-minute break. And then he's going to do the PYTs of clearly, and then a couple of hoops jersey breaks is the plan for tomorrow. So, darn shipping this week's been rough. So, that's what we did everything we could, but shipping just out of our control sometimes. So, don't worry though. We're still going to have that for tomorrow, assuming it comes in. But Chris seemed pretty confident that was going to be the case. So. All right, all of our beautiful Leaf slider boxes unleashed. We'll just take them one at a time. Let me get that guy there, and this guy here. All right, teams have been assigned. Slider boxes are out. Sleeves and top loaders are ready. Probably need a few more thick guys for this stuff. I can see a lot of thick cards in there. All right, good luck, everybody. And the good news is I don't think anything is, well, not great news, but you know what I mean. We're not in a massive rush, so we can enjoy some of this stuff. All right, let me sort by team real quick on my list. Boom and boom. All right, here we go. Good luck. So we got kind of, yep. All right, I'm a big fan of the different slider box. I like that it's not sealed. That makes life a lot easier. All right, so we probably will have a good chunk of randoms to do, but maybe Brady's gonna save me from a few of those. We'll see. Okay, let's see how Leaf Lumber looks for us this year. There we go. Looks pretty good. The Hall, Harold Baines, going to get us started. I have on this one 8 out of 30. 8 out of 30. Induced to the Hall in 2019. Okay. So that's right. Little Leaf thing. So Chicago, it's going to be longest of the career. All non-active players going to be longest of the career. So Russ will probably have to help me with some of these, but I think Harold Baines is pretty safe to say Chicago White Sox. Chicago White Sox on the Harold Baines to get us started for Brady. Next up, it is Game Used Lumber, 9 out of 40. Robin Yount. Robin Yount there for the Milwaukee Brewers. Brew Crew there, comboed. Brady, that is yours as well. Oh, it's going to be a fun one. Silver Sluggers, 2,000. I've got 4 out of 9. 4 out of 9. I'm looking at Jorge Posada, Troy Gloss, Jeff Kent, Barry Bonds, Carlos Delgado, Manny Ramirez, Chipper Jones, and Sammy Sosa. So I think what I'm going to do, instead of trying to figure out each of these at a time, I'm going to put the big combos on the side, and then we'll go through the case, and then we'll look at those individually. Because I'll have to figure out, like, make sure that nobody owns, like there's a chance, like with Brady having that many spots, like he could own over 50%, like that kind of thing. So, but very cool. 4 out of 9 on the Ocho, 8 pieces. Silver Slugger is 2,000. Put that there. And next up, I've got Batrack. It is Carl Yastrzemski, Jim Rice, Fred Lynn, and Dwight Evans. 7 out of 9. I believe those are going to be all Boston Red Sox players. Let me look at a few of these. So I know 2 for sure. And let me see here. Fred Lynn. Yep. Boston, Brady. That's going to be yours as well on the quad out of 9. Next up, I've got another Robin Yount for the Milwaukee Brewers. It is inducted in the Hall in 1999, 1 out of 35. Brady. Next, I've got 4 out of 20 game used lumber of Phil Niekro. Phil Niekro there. Atlanta Braves. Longest of his career was Atlanta by a good stretch. 20 of his 24 seasons there with Atlanta going to Brady. Next up, I've got Weapons of Mass Production. 8 out of 35. It's Manram. Manny Ramirez. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Russ, would you mind checking into Manram? It's pretty close between Red Sox and Indians, so if you wouldn't mind helping me out on that one. All right, and we've got our first big banger here. Good luck. We got triple autograph of Ryan Sandberg, Craig Biggio, and Roberto Alomar. 7 out of 20. 7 out of 20 on the triple. I've got Chicago Cubs on Sandberg, which is white. I've got the Houston Astros, which is Ralph, and Roberto Alomar. Another one that's going to be a little bit tricky. Not that tricky. Toronto Blue Jays there, which is Martin. So I had Wyatt, Martin, and Ralph. All right, so let me write that, dude. Ryan Sandberg, Cubs, Biggio is Stros, and Alomar is Jays. It's a pretty fat guy, like one. This one here. Red Sox. Okay, so also Manram for all. We've seen him a few times now. Manny Ramirez is going to be a Red Sox hit. Thank you, Russ, for checking on that. So it's same amount of seasons, which is what I saw, and that's why I deferred to Russ, because I knew I'd have to do, count some games up and stuff like that. So Russ took care of that for us. Thank you, Russ. Beautiful triple autograph, Sandberg, Biggio, and Roberto. So we'll do that. Will be a random here as well. Okay, we said so. Going back to this, Man-Ram is Boston and Brady. Okay. I kind of like those slider boxes, honestly. They're pretty nice. Next up, The Hall, Eddie Murray, 3 out of 25. 3 out of 25 on the Eddie Murray, who I certainly believe is going to be a Baltimore Oriole. I've got Baseball Reference up now, so I'll just kind of do a quick peek again. I'm not in any particular hurry. Oh, yeah. Whole bunch of Baltimore. Wow, I didn't realize he was as old as he was when he got to Cleveland. So Baltimore Orioles, Brady. I've got a whole Brady stack here. That's okay. Next up, I've got Eddie Stanky, 14 out of 20. Doing the Stanky leg. I see some pinstripes, so I'm going to say that's the Yankees, but I shouldn't assume anything. So let's... Okay, so it's actually the Brooklyn Dodgers. Brooklyn Dodgers, which became the L.A. Dodgers, which is Todd. Todd on the Stanky. Brooklyn Dodgers on that one. I'm just going to put some stickies on as we go just to help the guys out, because this will be a little bit of a rough on the sort side too. All right, we've got Sultans of Swing, Roy Campanella, Thurman Munson, Johnny Bench, John Roseborough, Mike Piazza, and Carlton Fisk, 10 out of 25. It's going to be another one of those 6s, so we'll put this one, again, it's going to be a little labor-intensive at the end of this break, but that's all right. It's all right. We'll just do it all at once. Okay, next up, I've got Bat Rex. This is going to have Rocky Calavito, Joe Charbonneau, Albert Bell, and Manny Ramirez. So we said Man-Ram's Boston. We know Albert is Cleveland. I think Rocky is Cleveland as well, so this might be a Cleveland thing. Let's see, Rocky Calavito. Yep, so two Indians and a Red Sox, and then let's see what Joe is. I know some of these are easier than others, so I'm gonna do kind of that. Bear with me here. Joe Charbonneau. Yes. Okay. So this is a Cleveland card. This is a Cleveland card. Cleveland Guardians, D-backs. Robert, that is yours. All right. Thank the heavens, a active player, Giancarlo Stanton. Ooh, they've got a contract hitter. Interesting. 13 years, $325 million. Whew. Stratosphere money. 3 out of 5 for the New York Yankees. Brady, that is yours. Next up, I've got Game Used Lumber, 7 out of 8. This is a monstrously thick guy. Let me see if I can sleeve it. This might be a little tricky. Let's see here. Yeah, I could probably get a sleeve, but it's going to take me a little working. So, Ricky Henderson, 7 out of 8. Oakland, Andy, that is yours. Some pretty big green piece there. Very cool. Give me a second here. Let me give this guy a little stretcheroo. Okay, let's put it on a sleeve there. Next up, I've got Sultans of Swing. It is a 1 of 1. Boom! Juan Gonzalez, Albert Bell, Rafael Palmeiro, Manny Ramirez, Gary Sheffield, and Andres Galarraga. We'll put that in the investigate further pile. We've got Joe Torre, 2 out of 25 signature sticks. I think Joe was a Cardinal, right, for most of his career, but let's take a look. Russ, could you look at this one for me, Joe Torre? I've got MLN, and then St. Louis looks very close. So I'm not even sure who MLN is, to be honest with you. Milwaukee Braves, which would be the Atlanta Braves. Actually, so I think it's going to be Atlanta. Milwaukee and Atlanta are the same. Yeah, okay. So it actually is going to be Atlanta. Brady. This is going to be yours. Never mind, Russ. Yeah, Milwaukee and Atlanta Braves on the Joe Torre. 2 out of 25 for Brady. Yeah. Thanks, Russ. Next, I've got Carl Yastrzemski, 22 out of 30. 22 out of 30 for the Boston Red Sox. And Brady, that one is yours. Here we've got Game Used Lumber, 29 out of 45. It's JT Realmuto. JT Realmuto. I think he is a current Philly. Current Philadelphia Phillies. Brady, that's yours. Oh, let's go for Greg. Come on. Come on, Mariners. All right, next I've got Sultans of Swing, 2 out of 5. Robin Yount, Cal Ripken Jr., Gary Templeton, Luis Aparicio, A-Rod, and Nomar Garciaparra. 2 out of 5. So that's going to go into our investigate further stack. And a little dual autograph here. David Justice and Andrew Jones. 3 out of 6. Should be Atlanta on that one. Brady. Let me just take a quick gander. I know Andrew Jones played for Baltimore as well, so don't want to assume anything. Oh no, he didn't play. That's I'm thinking of Adam Jones. Yeah, nope, totally Braves on that, and I'm pretty sure David Justice as well. David Justice, yep, Atlanta Brady. 3 out of 6, Jones and David Justice. All right, next one, I've got Willie Wilson. Bat speed, 8 out of 25. 668 career stolen bases. For the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City Royals, Shafty, that is yours. Next up, I've got 2 out of 40, Manny Trillo. Manny Trillo, 2 out of 40, game used lumber. So he's going to be a Chicago Cub, based on what I'm seeing here. I've got 4 seasons and then 4 seasons with Philly, but then he ended up going back to the Cubbies for another 3. So with 7 seasons for the Cubs, it's going to be Chicago and Wyatt. Wyatt, that is yours. Next, I've got the Hit Kings from 1970, 2 out of 5. Man, they must have just have a. I want to see the leave bat yard. Like they must have so much stuff there. From 1970, I've got Pete Rose, Joe Torre, Bobby Bonds, Carl Yastrzemski, Billy Williams, Lou Brock, Tony Perez, and Johnny Bench. All right, that's going to go to the investigate further pile. And here we've got signature sticks, 15 out of 45, Tony Perez. Tony Perez, certainly think he's a Cincinnati Red for Brady, but let me just confirm. Yep, whole bunch of Cincinnati. Congrats, Brady. Tony Perez, 15 out of 45. Okay, continuing on. I've got Corey Snyder, 6 out of 8. 6 out of 8 on the Corey Snyder. Cleveland. That's a Guardian there. Robert. Corey Snyder, 6 out of 8 for the Guardians. Next up, I've got 22 out of 30. 22 out of 30. Lumber Team 8s. Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, Orlando Cepeda, Joe Morgan, Barry Bonds, Mel Ott, Jeff Kent, and Dave Kingman. San Francisco, Jacob, that is yours. Congrats. It's interesting. I know they don't have the rights to the team names, but you'd think they would just write San Francisco on the card. Like, I don't get why they're not putting the cities on there, but it's all right. Maybe I'm being selfish because I want to make my job a little easier. All right, but hey, we knew that one wasn't too bad. All right, here we go. Our first one, game used lumber, a 1 of 1. Don Baylor, bat barrel. Boom! There's our first one. That looks pretty darn cool. Let's see what we got on Don. Kind of looks like a Baltimore jersey to me, but he's played for a long time. Oh boy, he's played for a lot of places. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons in Baltimore, and then 1 in Oakland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in Cal. All right. Russ, my man. You want to look up Don Baylor for me? Don Baylor. While I get this in a one-touch. Angels. Okay. Thank you. That is going to be Martin. Martin. This one is yours. All right, and autograph time. It's going to be 22 out of 45. Rafael Palmeiro out of 45. To Texas. Yes, Texas Rangers, Brady. That's going to be yours on the Palmeiro autograph out of 45. Okay, we've got 3 slider boxes left and a pile of multi-team cards to randomize still. All right, contract hitter. Oh my gosh, they actually put this on a card. One of the coolest things, right? There's a whole Bobby Bonilla day now, right? Where the payment comes in. It's like, what is it, June 12th or June 14th or something like that. Turned $5.9 million buyout into $1.2 million a year for 25 years. Genius move. 3 out of 4 on the Bobby Bonilla. I mean, should be Mets, I would suspect. These are the tough ones where it's like kind of. What, Russ, you mind, Pittsburgh? Yeah, it is. Okay. So regardless of the fact that it's a buyout from the Mets, it's going to be Pittsburgh. The longest career is what we're going with regardless. Shafty, that is yours. Thank you, Russ. All right, next I've got Gorman Thomas. Gorman Thomas, 12 out of 20. Gorman Thomas. Milwaukee Brewers. The Brew Crew going to be one of the combos, I believe. Brady, that's you. Next up, I've got 19 out of 20 at-bats per home run. Stat-bats. We've got Juan Gonzalez, Mickey Mantle, Mike Schmidt, Dave Kingman, A-Rod, and Jose Canseco. Hey, John, it's going to be tomorrow, man. The shipment from Texas just kept getting delayed, so nothing we could do. But we'll go tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and then we should be able to still get that stuff in the mail day because we're going to have our hands full. We're a little behind already, so yeah. Stat bats there. Yeah, we're going to have to look up more there. And signature sticks 40 out of 40. It's Nolan Ryan. 40 out of 40. Russ, what do you got for Nolan Ryan, longest tenure? I see a lot of Houston, but also a lot of California Angels. Houston. Okay, let's. Oh, jeez. Okay. So, Houston was the final answer. Ralph, that's going to be yours on the Nolan Ryan out of 40. Next up, I've got The Hall, Tony Gwynn, 2007, 17 out of 30. 17 out of 30 on the Tony Gwynn for the San Diego Padres. And Martin, that is yours. We've got Gary Carter, 3 out of 35. Three out of 35. The Montreal Expos, which became the Washington Nationals. Chris, that is yours. Gary Carter, 3 out of 35. Next, I've got Home Run Kings, Andres Galarraga, 13, and Mark McGwire, 13 out of 25. Back in 1996. Andres Galarraga should be the Rockies, which is David G. And Mark McGwire, I think, is Oakland. Oakland Athletics. Andy. So that will be one to randomize. Rockies and A's. All right, and our first 8-piece bat rack. 8 pieces here. Jim Rice, Wade Boggs, Dwight Evans, David Ortiz, Ted Williams, Carl Yastrzemski, Fred Lim, and Carlton Fisk. 9 out of 15. Yeah, Oakland on the Big Mac. Yep. This is all Boston. This is Brady. Well, I think we said Man Ram is technically or he's not even on this one, but yeah, Brady there on the 8-piece. This one's gonna be a little thick on that, so put that there. All right, last one before we start doing some more legwork on these multi hits. My screen looks pretty good. Is anybody else having blurry issues? Maybe it's your connection. I've got green. I've got green connection here, so I'm surprised to hear that, to be honest. The Hall, Tom Glavine, 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 there on Tom Glavine. The Hall should be Braves. Yep. Atlanta, Brady. That's you on the Tom Glavine. Next, I've got 1 out of 25. Lou Brock. Yeah, because normally if there's anything on my end, we have a pretty good like speed test thing that runs consistently. So 1 out of 25. Lou Brock. I kind of think he's a Cardinal, but let's see what we got. Yep. St. Louis, Christopher D. That is you. 1 out of 25 on the Lou Brock. All right, to the last few, I've got the Hit Kings from 1991. Paul Molitor, Rafael Palmeiro, Kirby Puckett, Wade Boggs, Cal Ripken Jr., Steve Sachs, Roberto Alomar, and Frank Thomas. Another big-time 8 pieces of men. 11 out of 25. And the last one, before we do some randomizes and some research, it's going to be the Exemplars. Rod Carew. Rod Carew on the autograph. Not numbered, it would appear. Not numbered on the Rod Carew Exemplars. Very cool. Minnesota Twins, Brady. That's going to be yours. Rod Carew, Exemplars. Okay, so that is our first run through it. We've got a lot of goodies over here. We can recap. All right, let's do a couple of the easier randoms to start. Okay, first one up is going to be the Galarraga and McGuire duel. Galarraga for the Rockies and McGuire for the A's. Just wanted to confirm. Actually, I think it's going to be Washington. Russ, you got Montreal for Galarraga. Montreal for Galarraga. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Colorado. Yep. Another one. Yep. Okay. So yeah. Right. So actually, yeah. Pardon. It's gonna be the Nationals via the Expos on the Galarraga side. So let me check my list again. So I have Washington is Christopher D and Oakland is Andy. So we still got to do the random. Okay. Yep. Russ confirms Washington Galarraga. Where'd it go? There we go. All right. 3 plus 5 is going to be 8 clicks. Team player on top after 8. And after 8, it's going to be McGuire for the Oakland A's. Oakland A's on that one. Going to Andy. All right, now let's do this guy. Triple auto fire. right, there you've got your 3 players. I've got Sammer for the Cubs, Biggio for the Stros, and Roberto for the Jays. 3 plus 2 is going to be 5 clicks. And after 5 is going to be the Cubbies and Sandberg. Which is going to Wyatt. Wyatt, that is going to be yours. Congrats, man. You've got the 7 out of 20. Sandberg, Biggio, and Roberto triple. Okay, so now we've got a plethora of multi-team cards that I'm going to have to do some serious looking up here. All right, because I need to make sure that nobody owns 50. And with Brady owning that many spots, we're going to have to do a little checking. So let's start with this guy, the 91 Hit Kings. So we got Paul Molitor is Brewers. So Paul Molitor, Brewers, is going to be Brady for that one. And then we said Palmeiro is, I just see it, my memory's not good either. Texas on the Palmeiro, which is also Brady. Kirby Puckett's going to be the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota Twins, which is Brady. All right, Wade Boggs should be the Red Sox, I believe. Yep. Boston, also Brady. All right, so if we got one more Brady, let's see, do I know for sure that he's got... Okay, he's also got the White Sox, which is Frank Thomas down the bottom. So just want to be very clear about this, but this one, no randomize needed. I've got Paul Molitor as a Brewer, Rafael Palmeiro as a Texas Ranger, Kirby Puckett as a Twin, and Wade Boggs as a Red Sox, and Frank Thomas. Those 5 alone would be all owned by Brady's team. So this one's going to be a Brady hit. All right, that's one. All right, next up, I've got the 1970s Hit Kings. So we've got Pete Rose is the Cincinnati Reds, which is Brady. I've got Joe Torre, which we said was St. Louis Cardinals, for Christopher Dudas. I've got Bobby Bonds, which we said is Pittsburgh Pirates. That's Shafty. Oh no, that was Bobby Bonilla. Let me look up Bobby Bonds. It might still be, but I'm not sure. Let's see here. Bobby Bonds. No, Bobby Bonds is going to be the San Francisco Giant. San Francisco Giant. Jacob, that's going to be you on the Bonds. Carl Yastrzemski is the Red Sox, which is Brady. Do I have Lou Brock is St. Louis, which is Christopher D. Okay, so that means that gives me enough information to know that this one is not owned by anyone 50%. So that means this is going to be our first big random. So let's go do this one. Rose and Torre and Bonds and Yaz and Williams and Brock. Perez and Betch. So yeah, we do have 3 Reds in there, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yaz is 4. Or wait, do I need to do this? Hold on. Let me let me look at this again. Because I got 3 Reds, right? Bench, Rose, and Perez, and then Brady's also got Yaz. So I do need to look up. You said Brock was St. Louis. So I need to look up who Billy Williams plays for. Williams is a Cub, which is white. Okay, so we are going to randomize. Hey, Debbie. You got to buy in through bomberbreaks.com. Bomberbreaks.com on this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we've got the 8 guys here from left to right. Rose, Torrey, Bonds, Yaz, Billy Williams, Lou Brock, Tony Perez, and Johnny Bench. Brady owns 4 of the 8. You need to own 50% to make it happen, so good luck. 3 plus a big old 6 is going to be maximum clickage of 9. And after 9, it's going to be Tony Perez for the Cincinnati Reds, which is going to Brady. Brady on that one. Congrats, Brady. All right. All right, continuing on, I've got the at-bats per home run here of Gonzalez, Mantle, Schmidt, Kingman, A-Rod, and Canseco. All right. So we know Mantle is going to be Yankees, which is Brady. I think Juan Gon's probably Rangers, which is also going to be Brady. Yep. Gonzalez, Brady. Schmitty is a Philly, which is Brady. All right. Let's see. So I need one more for Brady, and he would get the card outright. Dave Kingman is going to be... All right, we're going to come back to Dave Kingman. If, Russ, you feel like taking a look at Dave Kingman. Canseco, right? Canseco should be A's. Yeah, Jose is Oakland, which is Andy. I've got A-Rod is an interesting one, right? I'm not sure on Alex. Kingman is Mets. Okay. Dave Kingman is Mets, which is Matt. And A-Rod. A-Rod is going to be the New York Yankees, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Seattle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the Yanks. So yes, New York is Brady. All right. So after all that, this is going to be a Brady Kroll. Brady Kroll. He owns the Mickey Mantle, the Juan Gonzalez, the Blake Schmidt, and the A-Rod. So 4 of the 6 owned by Brady. Debbie, bomberbreaks.com. If you see the link above you to some of the other breaks there, bomberbreaks.com is where we fill an overwhelming majority of our breaks. All right, next up, I've got 2 out of 5 Sultans of Swing. Yount, Appreciate, A-Rod, Nomar, Gary Templeton, and Cal. All right, so we just learned that A-Rod is, in fact, Yankees, which is Brady. We know that Nomar is going to be Boston, which is Brady. So I need to get to 4 to not randomize, right? Yount is the Brewers, which is Brady. And Cal is Baltimore. All right, so this one is a pretty easy one. The first 4 I looked at, Brady owns the A-Rod for the Yanks. He owns Nomar for the Red Sox. He owns the Yount for the Brew Crew. And he owns Cal for the Orioles. So that's another solo Brady hit. Okay, next we've got the 1 of 1 Sultans of Swing. Gonzalez, Galarraga, Albert Bell, Palmeiro, Ramirez, Sheffield. All right, so once again, Juan Gan is going to Brady. Albert Bell is Cleveland, which is Robert. The Palmeiro, I cannot keep this in my head, even though I've looked it up like 4 times today. It's Baltimore, right? No, Texas. Texas is Brady. All right. So we need one more again. Or no, Robert has that. Okay. So then Galarraga we said was Washington, which is Christopher Dudas. AG is Chris Dudas. Manram we said was Cleveland. Cleveland on the Manny, which is Robert. And that just leaves Gary Sheffield, which we might as well look up. We're going to have to do a random here, so I might as well look up Sheffield just to be sure. That's where he's going if we hit Sheffield. I've got the Florida Marlins. I got Florida Miami Marlins on the Gary Sheffield. Florida Miami Marlins on the Gary Sheffield. David G. That is you. Russ, can you just confirm for me that you got Marlins on Gary Sheffield? That's what I'm looking at here. David G. Okay. So while Russ will confirm that for me, let me get these guys on the randomizer. Bell. Palmeiro. Yep. Confirmed Marlins on the Galarraga. Sheffield. And Ramirez. Okay. All right. There we've got the 6 on this one. 3 plus a 2 is going to be 5 clicks. And after 5 is going to be the Rafael Palmeiro, which is Brady. Congrats. Brady, you're getting the Sultans of Swing, 1 of 1. Congrats, Brady, on that one. Okay, 2 more. This one is Sultans of Swing, 10 out of 25. All right, we know that, let's see, Roy Campanella. We know Johnny Bench is Reds. Which is Brady. Campanella is Brooklyn, which is the LA Dodgers, which is Todd. Carlton Fisk is going to be Boston, which is Brady. But let me look that really quick just to be sure, because I just had him in Down Icons as a White Sox. So let's make sure. Oh, geez. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for the Red Sox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I stand corrected. Chicago White Sox. Chicago White Sox. Hey, that's still Brady. Still Brady regardless. Okay, I guess I should look at that. So, but it is, just for future reference, it is a White Sox based on his career. All right, then I've got Thurman Munson. New York Yankees is Brady. So that's 4 for him. And then I've got John Roseborough. Is an LA Dodger. Todd. And the last one's going to be Mike Piazza, which I think is going to be a Dodger as well, but let's take a look. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, Mets. So Mets on the Piazza. That's going to be Matt Larson. All right, so that means we do have a random on this guy. Okay, 3 plus a 5 is going to be 8 clicks. Good luck. And after 8, it's going to be Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench is Brady via the Cincinnati Reds. Another one for you, sir. And the very last one of these is going to be Silver Sluggers 2000, 4 out of 9. All right. Let's see. We know. Let's see. Let me do a little writing down here. We got Jorge Posada, Troy Gloss, Jeff Kent, Barry Bonds, Carlos Delgado, Manram, Chipper, and Sosa. Okay. So we know Posada is a Yankee, that's for sure, which is Brady. Pretty sure Troy Gloss is going to be the Angels. Let's take a look. Yes, LA Angels on the gloss, which is Martin. Jeff Kent played all over the place. Let's see what he's got. Four for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Mets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Giants. San Francisco. Jacob, that's you on the Jeff Kent. We know Barry Bonds is, well, I don't know. It's Pirates or Giants, right? Barry Bonds. Okay, Giants clearly. A lot of Giants. Jacob, that's yours as well on the Bonds. We know Manram, we said, was Cleveland, which is Robert. CD, which is Carlos Delgado. Is Toronto, which is Martin. All right, so I've got 2. Yep, okay. So that means that we know Chipper is Atlanta, which is Brady. And Sosa is Cubbies, which is Wyatt. So this is going to be a random as well. All right, good luck, everybody. Sosa. All right, 3 plus a 4 is going to be 7 clicks. Player on top after 7, going to win the card. And after 7, I've got Jeff Kent. Jeff Kent was going to Jacob. Jacob, that is yours. I believe it was San Francisco. Yep, San Francisco there on that one. It was pretty close, man. It was pretty close. What 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of the 26 spots, so yeah. But he hit the draw pretty good. He hit the draw pretty darn good with the 10 of the 26. All right. Woo, we made it. Now let's we can recap this back a little bit. I've got the Ricky Henderson out of 8 for the Oakland Athletics and Andy. We have the Dual Garaga McGuire that was won by the A's. We've got Lou Brock for the Cardinals. We've got Gary Carter for the Nationals. We've got Nolan Ryan there for the Astros. We've got the triple auto by the Cubs. So there's a nice triple auto for Wyatt. Congrats, Wyatt. Sandberg, Biggio, and Roberto out of 20. The 1 of 1 bat barrel of Don Baylor going to the Angels. That is Martin. I've got Tony Gwynn for the Padres. Bobby Bonilla for the Pirates. The Lumber Team 8s for the Giants. Corey Snyder for the Cleveland Guardians. Manny Trillo for the Cubs. Willie Wilson for the Royals. Bat Rack 4 for Cleveland. And Eddie Stanky for the Dodgers. And then, yes, this is going to look a little awkward, I know. But these all here are going to be ones that were hit by various teams that belonged to Brady. I just got them stacked together for sort use east. So, Silver Sluggers 2000 there. The Sultan of Swing out of 25. The 1 of 1. Sultan of Swing 8-piece. Sultan of Swings there. 2 out of 5. Stat Bats out of 20. The Hit Kings out of 5. Hit Kings out of 25 from 1991. Rod Carew autograph. The Hall, Tom Glavine out of 5. The Bat Rack 8 of a bunch of Boston Red Sox. Gorman Thomas out of 20. The Rafael Palmeiro autograph out of 45. Tony Perez Inc. for the Reds out of 45. The dual Andrew Jones David Justice for the Braves. JT Realmoto there. The Hall Yaz. Joe Torre out of 25 is the Saint. I think this one is actually right. Joe Torre was. You know, let me double check. Sorry, I'm just doubting myself here just to make sure I got this right. I was thinking Cardinals, but he must be a different team. Braves, that's right. Braves, Brady. All right, yeah, my pals are right. Sorry. Giancarlo there. Eddie Murray here. Manram is, we said Cleveland, right? We said Cleveland on the Manny. So that's one I got to check. Phil Necro out of 20. Yount for the Brew Crew. Oh, Boston is man. Okay, I am right. Okay. I'm confusing myself. Looked up too many teams. This is ridiculous. Okay. It is Boston on Manram. Robin Yount. Bat rack for Robin Yount out of 40. And Harold Baines is a White Sox. All right, that's going to do this. We'll stop and save full-size helmets now.